Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna talk about what to say when cold calling real estate. Coming up. All right, this is actually hilarious. I love this question. A lot of people, they don't know, right? They just don't know. And I take it for granted because I'm on the phone talking to people all day long about properties and homes and real estate. So I actually take this for granted. But what do you say when you are cold calling real estate? That's the question. And here's the thing, guys. You just want to be yourself. And you want to call people and you want to let them know that you're interested in buying properties. If they don't know that, they're never going to sell you a property. So just be yourself. Start the conversation by saying, hello, my name is, insert your name. So my scenario would be, hello, my name is David, and I'm with Household Easy. That's the name of my company. If you don't have a company, don't worry about it. Just say, hello, my name is, and I'm calling today because I'm looking to buy some property. Or maybe you could say, I'm calling today because I own some property in the area already, and I'm looking to buy more. Just, figure out what works the best for you. And then you simply say, I'm trying to reach John or Paul or Susan, whoever the owner of that property is, and you probably already skip traced them, and that's how you have their phone number. And then what you want to do is you want to verify that you've got the right person, and then you want to verify that you are calling about the right property. So typically, I'll have an address, a phone number, and a name, right? So I'll call and I'll say, hey, I'm looking for John. My name is David. I'm with Household Easy. I'm looking to buy some more property in the area. Do you happen to be the owner of 123 Main Street? And if John is the owner of 123 Main Street, then you just say, great. Do you have any interest in selling it? And if John says, yeah, maybe I do, great. Set an appointment with John. Make a friend. Ask him as many questions as you can. We're not even going to dive down that rabbit hole right now. Just make a friend and learn more about the property. And the more and more you do this, the more and more you're going to learn, and the more and more you're going to know what to say and what to ask. But in the beginning, don't overthink it. Keep it simple and just learn as much about the property. Try to set up a time to go meet John at the property and learn as much as you can. And even if you don't make an offer, which you should, go run the appointment, walk the property, talk with him about the property, learn as much as you can. These are the activities that we do as real estate investors. A lot of people say, hey, I want to be a full-time real estate investor, and they never do anything. So the best thing you can do is just to do something. Get on the phone, make a friend, go out and view that property. Go meet that person. See what the distress is. Is there any level of motivation? And if there's not, you didn't lose. You actually started doing some of these activities, guys, and you can follow up and maybe things will change, right? Now, if John says, hey, no, I'm not interested, then you can just politely say, okay, great. Thank you for your time. Do you mind if I follow up in 6 months to a year to see if things change? When you say that, oftentimes people are going to say, yeah, no problem. If they say, no, do not call me again, take me off of your list, listen to them. Do those things. Obviously don't call somebody back that doesn't want you to be calling them. But typically, if you are polite and you have good energy and you just tell them who you are and why you're calling, they're going to be polite right back to you. It's just kind of how it works. Sometimes there's a bad apple. They're going to get upset. And you got to have thick skin, guys. You got to have thick skin because sometimes people are not going to be very nice to you because they may interpret this phone call as wasting their time, right? Whatever, move on. Know that you're going to have thick skin. But it's amazing because whenever I cold call people, usually I'm able to just make a friend. I'm not even like drilling them on the property. I'm just saying, hey, I really like the neighborhood. I like the area. I'd love to buy some more. If you're not ready to sell yet, hey, cool, no worries. I get it. But if you are, I would love to come out and meet you and talk with you about the property. And maybe you're not ready to sell today, right? But maybe later you are, and check this out. I'll give you a free consultation on what I think it's worth and what I think the repairs are. People love free consultations, no obligations to have to sell the property to me. But what ends up happening is my goal when I get there isn't to give them a free home estimation or whatnot. It's to make a friend. So then if they decide, hey, I am actually ready, they're ready to go. We can get this done. And if it takes 6 months to 6 years, whatever, to finally be ready, who are they gonna wanna work with? The guy that came out and gave them that free consultation? Or are they gonna wanna work with the guy that's like, well, hey, let me know what you're asking for the property. And if they don't have a number, they move on. Like, you gotta just slow down and just make a friend, okay? So there's tons and tons of call scripts out there. But at the end of the day, they're all gonna basically tell you this. Welcome yourself, introduce yourself. Say, hello, my name is. Tell them why you're calling. I'm calling today because I'm looking to purchase some properties in the area. Next, see if they are the owner, so you're not wasting everybody's time, including your own. I'm actually looking to speak with John today, the owner of 123 Main. Do I have the right person? And if you don't, apologize for wasting their time and move on. If you do, see if there's interest in selling. If no, ask when you can follow up. And if yes, learn as much as you can and set an appointment. In some cases, that may even mean make the offer and just send the offer right then and there to the seller and say, I think that we have a deal here. It's gonna obviously be subject to, some walkthroughs and some inspection periods, but I prefer actually to send the offer before I view the property, and here's why. I can eliminate 100% of my competition whenever I'm in control. Even if the number doesn't work, nobody else can come in necessarily and sign a deal with that seller because they already have a deal with me. So that's a pro tip, right? Use contracts to your ability and use them to gain control. And if you have to exit or renegotiate, so what? All right, so what? But I want to get back to the point of this video, guys, and it's basically, what to say when we're cold calling real estate. And it's so incredibly simple. Don't overthink it. People overthink this. They think, I need to have this crazy script and I need to know, all these things. That's not the case at all. What you got to do is you got to pick up the phone or use an auto dialer. Like batch dialer is one of my favorite tools. And in fact, I think right now I have 3 people on the clock dialing for me as we speak. 3. I absolutely love cold calling. It's one of the best ways to get leads. But again, don't overthink it. Just make the calls, right? That's the thing, all right? Just start making them. And you're gonna learn as you go what works best for you. And it's okay if something works better for you than most people or whatever, right? Just figure out what you're comfortable with. Ask them if they're the owners, see if they have interest, and then just build from there, guys. Don't overthink it. Everyone's constantly overthinking it, and you don't need to. It's so incredibly simple. But the problem is that when people start overthinking it, they overanalyze it, and then what happens? No calls get made. So in fact, it's better to go make 500 calls and not really know what to say, which if you watch this video, you do now. Just be yourself. Just ask the right questions, right? It's better to be bad and make 500 calls than try to perfect something that you never get around to doing. So you want to know the secret of cold calling, guys? It's actually doing it. And that may sound so crazy, but it's not. It is not at all. It's actually doing it. And if you call 300 people or 500 people, somebody in that group of people is going to raise their hand. They're going to say, yeah, I've been considering selling this property. And I'm actually really glad that you called. And maybe you get a deal. Maybe their price doesn't work. But it's going to give you the opportunity to go start doing these tasks and these activities that investors are doing. And if you want to be an investor and you want to be a real estate expert and you want to flip houses or own a rental portfolio or any of these things, you got to start doing the activities that real estate investors do. Cold calling is one of them, guys. So pick up the phone, start dialing. Don't overthink it. You got this. I promise you, you got this. If you like this video, guys, hit that like button, show some love, drop a comment, and subscribe for more videos like this, guys. And again, remember, you got this. I believe in you, and I'm confident you can do this. Just be yourself, ask a few key questions, and most importantly, make a friend. Thanks for watching, guys.